Once upon a time in the beautiful kingdom of Eldoria, there lived a young prince named Leo. He was kind-hearted and brave, known for his charming smile and love for his people. However, there was something special about him that many did not know. He longed for adventure beyond the palace walls. Prince Leo spent most of his days in the grand palace, surrounded by luxury and servants. But he felt trapped within the castle's high walls. While his father, King Richard, ruled the kingdom, Leo dreamed of exploring the world and experiencing life like an ordinary person. He often gazed out of his window, watching the villagers go about their lives, laughing and enjoying their freedom. One day, as Leo sat by the window, he noticed a servant named Alex passing by. Alex was a young man who had worked in the palace for several years. He was loyal, hardworking, and always had a smile on his face. Leo admired Alex for his spirit and bravery, even if it was just in small tasks. "Alex!" Prince Leo called out, waving him over. Alex hurried to the prince, bowing respectfully. "Yes, Your Highness," he asked, his eyes shining with eagerness. "I want to go on an adventure," Leo said with excitement. "Will you help me?" Alex's eyes widened in surprise. "An adventure, Your Highness? But what about your duties? And what if the king finds out? I can't stay in this palace forever. I want to see the world beyond these walls," Leo insisted. "I need you by my side. You know the village and the people. Together, we can have the adventure of a lifetime." After a moment of hesitation, Alex smiled. "All right, Your Highness. I will help you. But we must be careful." That evening, after the sun had set, Leo and Alex quietly left the palace. They dressed in simple clothes to avoid being recognized. Leo wore a plain tunic, while Alex donned his servant's outfit. They slipped through the castle gates and made their way into the village. The village was alive with activity. Lanterns hung from the houses, casting a warm glow on the cobblestone streets. Laughter and music filled the air as villagers celebrated a harvest festival. Leo's heart raced with excitement. He had never seen his people so joyful. "Look at them," Leo said, his eyes sparkling. "They are so happy." Alex nodded. "They work hard, Your Highness. This festival is a time for them to celebrate their efforts." As they wandered through the village, they tried delicious food, danced with the villagers, and listened to stories about their lives. Leo felt free, laughing and enjoying himself as if he were just another villager. However, the night took a mysterious turn. As they were leaving the festival, Leo and Alex stumbled upon an old, dark alley. Curious, they ventured down it. The alley was narrow, and the walls were covered in strange symbols. A chill ran down Leo's spine. "Do you think we should go further?" Alex asked, looking uneasy. "I want to see what's at the end," Leo replied. "It could be something amazing." As they walked deeper into the alley, they came across a large wooden door, slightly ajar. The door creaked ominously as Leo pushed it open. Inside was a dimly lit room filled with dusty crates and old furniture. In the center of the room stood an ancient-looking chest. "What do you think is inside?" Leo wondered aloud, his eyes shining with curiosity. "Maybe we shouldn't open it, Your Highness. It could be dangerous," Alex warned. But Leo's adventurous spirit was too strong. He approached the chest and slowly opened it. Inside, he found a beautiful silver necklace adorned with sparkling gems. It shimmered in the low light. "Wow! This is stunning!" Leo exclaimed, lifting the necklace. "We should take it back to the palace." But just as Leo reached for the necklace, a loud noise echoed through the room. They turned to see a shadowy figure standing in the doorway. It was a tall man with a dark cloak and a fierce look in his eyes. "Who dares to touch what belongs to me?" the man growled, his voice deep and threatening. Leo and Alex froze in fear. "We didn't mean any harm," Leo stammered. "We were just curious." The man stepped closer, and Leo could see his sharp features and angry eyes. You have trespassed into my domain. Now, you must pay the price. Alex quickly whispered to Leo, we need to leave, Your Highness. This isn't safe. But before they could move, the man raised his hand, and a bright flash of light filled the room. Leo felt a sudden force pull him backward. The last thing he saw before losing consciousness was Alex reaching out to him. When Leo opened his eyes, he found himself lying on the ground outside the alley. The stars twinkled above him, and the sounds of the village festival were distant. He looked around, but Alex was nowhere to be seen. Alex! Leo called, panic rising in his chest. Where are you? He jumped to his feet and ran back to the alley, heart racing. The door was still open, but the room inside was empty. The chest was closed, and the necklace was gone. Leo felt a deep sense of dread. He had to find Alex. Leo searched the village, asking everyone he met if they had seen his friend. Hours passed, but no one had seen Alex since the festival. Fear gnawed at him. He couldn't leave his friend behind. Finally, he returned to the palace, desperate for answers. Father, I need your help, he said, rushing into the king's chambers. King Richard looked up, surprised to see his son so distressed. What is wrong, Leo? The king asked, concern etched on his face. I was in the village, and I got into trouble. Alex, he's missing. Leo explained, breathless. King Richard's expression changed, and he stood up. Tell me everything, my son. We will find him together. Leo recounted the events of the night, from the festival to the dark alley and the shadowy man. King Richard listened carefully, his brow furrowed in thought. We must gather a team and search for Alex immediately, the king said, determination in his voice. You are brave, Leo. But you must also be careful. The king quickly assembled a group of skilled knights, and they set off into the night, guided by Leo's memory of the village. They searched the streets and alleyways, but there was still no sign of Alex. As the sun began to rise, Leo felt hopeless. What if we can't find him? He whispered, tears forming in his eyes. King Richard placed a reassuring hand on Leo's shoulder. We will not give up. We will find your friend, no matter what. Days turned into weeks, and Leo remained determined to find Alex. He visited the village every day, asking questions and searching for clues. One day, while speaking to a kind old woman, he learned about an ancient legend. There is a story of a hidden cave in the dark woods, the woman said. It is said that those who enter may find lost souls. But beware, for it is also home to dark magic. Leo's heart raced at the thought of the cave. Could Alex be there? He asked, hope igniting within him. If anyone can find him, it is you, young prince, the woman replied. But be cautious. The woods are dangerous. That evening, Leo gathered his knights and shared the news. We will search the dark woods for Alex. He may be trapped in the hidden cave, he declared. The knights nodded in agreement, their faces serious. They mounted their horses and set off toward the dark woods, determined to find Alex. The forest was dense and dark, with twisted trees and thick underbrush. As they rode deeper into the woods, the air grew colder, and an eerie silence surrounded them. Leo led the way, feeling a mixture of fear and hope. He could not shake the feeling that Alex was close. After hours of searching, they finally came across a large cave entrance hidden behind a curtain of vines. This must be it, Leo said, dismounting his horse. The knights followed, drawing their swords. Be ready for anything, the leader of the knights said, as they stepped into the darkness of the cave. Inside, the cave was damp and cold, with water dripping from the stalactites above. They moved cautiously, listening for any signs of life. Suddenly, they heard a soft voice calling out from deeper within the cave. Leo, help me. Alex! Leo shouted, racing toward the sound. The knights followed closely behind. As they ran deeper into the cave, the voice grew louder. They rounded a corner and found Alex lying on the ground, weak and pale. Leo rushed to his side, relief flooding over him. "Alex! I thought I lost you!" Leo exclaimed, kneeling beside his friend. "Leo! I'm so glad you came," Alex whispered, struggling to sit up. "I was trapped here. I couldn't escape." "We're here now," Leo assured him, glancing back at the knights. "We'll get you out of here." But before they could leave, the dark figure appeared again, blocking their way. "You think you can escape so easily?" the man hissed, his eyes glowing with anger. "We will not let you."